There we go. So you can see some of my models here. Since I last started this, since I saw you guys yesterday, I have a purple guy, a cop. I got all this going on here. Let me just make sure that I pop up my chat here for just a second. Make sure that I pop. Forget that on monitor capture, you can actually see everything on my monitor. It's kind of cool. Okay, chat. There you go. Okay. I actually don't even know. I don't even know which map I'm going to use yet. I'd actually just ask you guys which map would be good, but I'll probably just pick either. Here, I can actually show you the dilemma too. I can show you the kind of dilemma with different maps. What's up, chat? What's up? Doing the same things yesterday. Not playing games, no Discord, no anybody else. Just me. This is the shit I got going on right now. I mocapped the characters that I need for this short that I'm making. It's pretty fucking stupid, but that's every short that I make. Damn, Patty Boy, that's 3.5 years. Wow, thanks, Patty Boy. And Void Risen, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, deciding to mocap purple guy, the purple guy from Freddy Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know any of that fucking lore, but I feel like it might have been a bad idea. Maybe. He looks like a character that is clearly designed to be animated and not mocapped, and there's a lot of characters like that out there. Also, in case you didn't show up to the stream yesterday, this is Breddy Fazbun. Another character that should not be mocapped, or actually another character that should not fucking exist. But he just seemed like a good dude to use in the shorts, so I guess I'm using him. I wanted to include a woman, so I threw in... Her name is Marie Wentz from some kind of anime or video game. I don't know what it is. I could check the store, but... Like the Steam Workshop? Here. She's from something called Astral Chain. I don't know what the fuck that means, but who knows? And in case you weren't here yesterday, by the way, Patty Boy, thanks again for your 42 months. Horizon Wolf, thanks for your 19. Schnurtle of Dirtle, thanks for your 4 months. Damn, Wolfson for 6. Shehela for 2. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely will 100% play Helldivers. But I wonder how Helldivers... I bet Helldivers will be different from Palworld, because Palworld seems... Well, this is kind of like journalists. Journalists love doing that shit. By the way, Fame Onion, thanks for your tier 2. I don't have many tier 2s, and even fewer tier 3s. Thank you. But you know how... Okay, Palworld has a ton of success. By the way, if you need some kind of stimming, I'll just keep this on loop. If you want to see him fucking dance... So Palworld had that explosive player count with like, whatever, 8 million, 10 million. I'm making up that number, but for however many million. And then usually when a game is that popular and that number is that big, then there is usually a drop-off after people try the game out. Some don't like it, some stop playing it. But then every journalist takes the opportunity... When any game is really big and it sets records of like, oh, 10 million players, sets new record on Steam, they are just waiting for 2 weeks later, the journalists, for like, game has biggest drop-off in player count in Steam history. And that's what I saw today. Was like, they're all just looking at the absolute numbers of how many fewer people are playing. It's like, of course, if it's a monster game, there's going to be a large decrease after the monster number goes up, but I'm interested to see how Palworld does versus Helldivers, because Helldivers looks like the real fucking deal. Like, Helldivers looks like it is really, really good. What I found so funny about Helldivers is that I didn't even know about Helldivers until Skulker told me about it. I think I saw like a trailer on YouTube and Skulker told me about it in the same day. It's because Skulker played Helldivers 1. So... I'm very excited for Helldivers. I'm not sure it's got to be either Helldivers or Modern Warfare 3 after this existing Lethal Company video is done. just so you guys can get a lay of the land of, like, what is going on. And again, I'll loop this here again. I think I can get it to where I just infinite loops. Let me see where his motion stops. All right, he dances for 34 seconds. We can just make it exactly 34 seconds here. And we'll make it exactly 34 seconds. 34. There. Yeah, it's going to loop. But what I was going to say is, so just so you can understand where everything and how everything's happening. So I already had started on the Lethal Company video. The Lethal Company video.
A banter stream for the first time. What the hell am I looking at?
This is just me talking for an hour, basically, or just fucking around for an hour. I'm not going to do actual productive work while you guys are here, but it's just fun to catch up with you guys because I feel like every time I stream when I'm recording for a video, I just never get to thank you guys, or I never really get to interact with you guys because I'm focusing on the game and my homies and the recording process and even like chat itself, in addition to all of you guys that are supporting me with bits and resubs and everything else. I just feel like I don't get to you guys enough, so it's just fun just for an hour. But yeah, I don't know. My mic, oh shit, is my mic ultra boosted? No, I don't think it's ultra boosted. I usually like it a little crispy. I like it a little torched, like a little. I like it crispy, not burnt. But yeah, I think I can turn my gain down a little bit. But also, if you want, I can boot up another source program and I can show you what 100% actually, fuck it. All right, fuck it. This will be fun. Okay, let me just. We'll do this. We'll do this shit. Alright, this shit is boosted. Alright, this is what it sounds like when my shit is blown out. This is boosted mic, dog. Alright, I'm using 85. I'll go back to 85. E-Cash is getting mad at me. How do I know it's funny? E-Cash is getting mad at me. But basically, chat. By the way, thanks for your intro. Thanks for another 1,000 bits. Knowing you're here yesterday. And World of Variations, thanks for your 1,000 bits. Otherwise known as the thanks for being goated viewers stream. Yes, basically. That's a good way to put it. Yes.
Otherwise known as the thanks for being goated viewers stream.
Yes. Walker, thanks for your 26. Big Dude Priest, thanks for your 13. Chicken Bowls, thanks for another gift. Arthur Harris Ferrona, thanks for your 10 gifted and for your 300 bit stacks. 10 gifted. Damn, you gifted a sub to Foot Goblin. Damn, that seems like bad in hindsight, but whatever. Every audio engineer just looked up because they felt the disturbance in the audio force. Okay, well, chat, I had already had the Lethal Company video structured and ready to go. So here, let me just make sure I can show you this shit so that you can see what I'm talking about. Actually, I can just pull it up. I will pull it up. You can see what it looks like when I have it sequenced out. It's actually pretty neat. And I also got to make sure that I can show you my Google Docs here, just without literally doxing myself. But it should be okay. Where is Lethal Company? Lethal Company, Lethal Company. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this should be totally fine. So, just so that you can understand where I was. It might look a little fucky, but you guys will eventually. By the way, Star Gemini 13, thanks for your 5 gifted. Thanks for your 100. No, wait. Gotta get my numbers right. 10,000 bits, Thirsty Boy, thank you. I'm on the sea for I am a crab bastard. Thirsty Boy, what does that mean? I'm an on the sea for I am a crab. Is this like a sentence that intentionally is trying to mislead me? Like, has anyone ever thought that you think that you might look more like, is that one of those sentences? But thanks to your 10,000 bits, Thirsty Boy. That's fucking nuts. Thank you. Star Gemini, Wolfson, thanks again for 300 more bits and 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Yeah, Helldivers, I imagine Helldivers 2 will be a blast. Midrival, thanks to your 1,000 bits. Yeah, I'm sure it's just gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna Google Docs myself, but just so you can understand where I'm coming from, in December, I had already had the script written and structured. So if you want to know how I structure a video, it's basically like this. So I write out the script, and then I also have, like, this is the script for the Lethal Company video, if you want to see what it's like already. I have to add to it and change a lot of it because I have more footage that I wanted to add with the stuff that they added, like the shotgun and everything else. And I wanted the perspective in Lethal Company of, you play it when it first comes out, there's novelty, isn't even that good. Is it really that good? Which it is good, but then you play it again 2 months later, how do you feel 2 months later? So this is roughly how I script a video, is like, okay, this is a sentence, I am going to say this out loud, this is me saying it in the video, and then mine, this little like bracketed thing is mine, that's already sequenced right here. So you can see, this is going to be a...
I heard a squelching.
So I already have the entire video structured all the way out before I even started on the World of Warships video, but that's basically what happened. So, sorry if that's loud. I mean, the whole thing is loud. Like, look. You mean to tell me that these audio bars are not gonna blow your back out? Like,
is this what minimum wage is like in the United States?
the whole video is gonna be like that. But I already had the Lethal Company video completely structured and ready to go. But then because I had the World of Warships sponsored video that takes precedence, and I've been working on that since like August, or like, I think I signed for that in like June of last year, because getting yourself into a game is so much work. Not just in terms of like planning, but working with developers and designers, and like there's a lot of hoops and headaches to jump through there, so there's just a lot going on. Damn, I think my chat froze. I might need to restart my chat here. But thanks again for your 10,000 bits. Vicious Beast. Thanks for your 10,000 bits. Sorry, I got to restart my chat here. Chat. I don't know what happens to me sometimes. I don't know why that happens. Okay, we're good. I will switch back to pop-out chat. All right.
I'm an on the sea for I am a crab bastard.
Hey, it finally popped up. All right. Oh, I got to put the alerts on top. Whoops. Okay, I think we're good now. Go back to SFM. Shit is still looping. I could do another Apex Legends video, but the reason why, I'm doing well. Hukin?
As far as I have heard, they plan to add mechs and tanks to Helldivers, and the game is already power without them.
Helldivers just looks so fucking good. Like, it almost looks like, you know everything that a AAA game wants to be from the trailer, or like from your... You know IGN people that play video games and they always move around very slowly to make it look as cinematic as possible, like they're playing on analog sticks that have like 10% the sensitivity that they should. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're playing the game and usually you're snapping around and shooting shit. It's like very kind of nauseating, and in trailers they're always like, whoa, look at this landscape. Like, I feel as if Helldivers 2 is... everything that those trailers want to be or are aspiring to. It seems like Helldivers 2 is that good.
Banter,
from what my buddies are saying.
Videos and streams have always been a safe space to me, and I hope you're doing well yourself.
Thanks again, Vicious Beast, for 10,000 bits. That's fucking nuts. Damn, you guys are just opening up your wallets today. Ghost Army, thanks for another 2. Tag Jacks, thanks for your 6 months. Emerald Frucker, thanks for your 32 months. Little Man Jab, thanks for 20 more gifted subs. And Hugh, thanks again for your 2 months. And Big Uncle Dan, thanks for 5 months in a row. Oh, I hope none of you have OnlyFans addictions, but I could totally see how it happens. OnlyFans is real scary, chat. Never give in to the OnlyFans. I think OnlyFans kind of makes me... I think a lot of women being on OnlyFans, or just, obviously there's not a lot of women on OnlyFans, but women being on OnlyFans finally, I think a lot of them now understand how I felt when I was kind of younger. Like, let's say you turn 18 and you're a woman, and think about all the career prospects that you could have, but OnlyFans, if you are really hot, could just make you so much money that it's almost absurd that you would think to go into any other career path, and I think that's not good. That's not good. I mean, on one hand, totally your body, totally your choice, but I think, ugh. I don't know if I want to be on OnlyFans, personally. Yeah, it's the dark side of the internet, of like, doing it probably won't feel great. I mean, I think you got to compromise your values somewhat. But then again, if someone wants to compromise their values, you should give them that ability. But it's just so much money. Like, that's kind of like the dark side of it all. It's just so much money. It's so much money. Like, way more money than I'm ever fucking with. Like, OnlyFans money is money way beyond the money that I will ever see. So I guess I'm talking outside of my depth here. Interesting. Yo, Glorious Moron, Skulker fucking loves that gif. The sniffing dog, Skulker's go-to are that sniffing dog. The hammer, have you guys seen the hammer that, okay, this is not a weapon, I just happen to have a hammer nearby. But have you guys seen the video where the hammer almost has like a personality of its own? Like, it pops in and it's confused and it's looking around. Skulker loves that one, and then the do you know, like, the looping? It's like a looping miniature dachshund that is just so confusing. Badger, if you turn your head just right, you reflect the sun into the camera lens. I could try it if you want. See if I can blind your ass, thirsty boy. Oh, I think it's too far now. Oh, I could try. Maybe from here. I would have to go back. Okay, if you want to see it. Let me get this sunlight. That's a damn flashbang from here. The sun feels so good, though. You guys have no idea how good the sun feels after not seeing it for, like, extended periods of time. Yeah, so I was on my run at the trail this morning, and I'm gonna talk shit about this lady that I saw. It is so dark in Seattle. I don't live in Seattle, but I live around Seattle. The rain and the darkness is totally a real thing. And I saw this lady on the trail this morning when it was like, pictures like 9 o'clock in the morning. It is very gloomy in Seattle, and she had like pitch black Ray-Bans on, and I'm like, there is already no light here. What are you stopping with those sunglasses? Badger, have you seen the video of Millie Bobby Brown rating carrots, and it switches to a recreation of her as a Wallace and Gromit character? No, the best video that I have seen recently, I'm not turning this into a react channel or anything. It's gotta be this guy here. Okay, so Herboku posted this one, which is just, this resonates with me so much. All right, so chat, I'm very much on the train of, I do not eat for taste for the most part. I mean, I like having treats, like I'm a big fan of ice cream, I like ramen, but it's like the minimal amount. I'm very much entirely substance over flavor. Like, even if it was, if I could eat food that was completely neutral and flavorless, but it gave me all of the best nutrients and the very best energy, I would totally go for that, as opposed to the stuff that tastes really good and makes you feel like garbage. Herboku sent me this. This is a TikTok by, just so I can cite it as clearly as possible, Young, I think it's Young Croatia, so it's YUNGCRXTIA. unseasoned chicken breast and rice in the dark, dog. That is just me as fuck. That's so me. People come over to my house. Hey, did you season this? Yes. What did you season it with? Salt. Me as fuck. Me as fuck, chat. Me as fuck. By the way, Thirsty Boy, thanks for your 1,000 bits. Entro, thanks for another 1,000 bits. I don't care that I didn't get a tax return. I'm happy to open my blue-collar wallet. Okay, if you want a fun fact, chat, I got my identity stolen, and somebody tried to steal my tax return last year. They basically, well, the way it works is when you make a lot of money, especially if you make a lot of money independently with a business that you own that's like one of one, you have to make what are called estimated tax payments. So instead of paying all your tax at the end of the year in just like one big amount, every quarter you have to pay roughly what you think you are going to make that year, quarter of the payment. So let's say I make I think I'm going to make $100 million and I'm going to pay $50 million in taxes every quarter. I need to pay $12.5 million. So basically, they will try to claim that they're you, and then get those estimated tax payments paid to them instead of you by claiming that they're you with your social security number and your address and all that type of stuff that leaks every time a credit card company gets hacked, etc., etc. Someone tried to steal almost $1 million from me, and it didn't work. Because my accountants were like, yo, did you do this? I was like, no. They're like, okay.
I don't care that I didn't get a tax return. I'm happy to open my blue-collar wallet.
All right, Wolfson, thanks for your 1,000 bits. I have a proposal, chat. When Badger plays Helldivers...
proposal, chat. When Badger plays Helldivers, everyone watching should join the fight on the same planet. We will liberate them so fast, I guarantee it. Join the fight.
Damn, you got cut off. You got too many words, Wolves, but thank you. Join the fight for freedom and is that the meme, managed democracy? Stealing company time while servicing e-bikes to watch the stream. Yo, thanks, Discourse. Thank you. And Vicious Beast, thanks for another 5,000 bits. The sun feels nice, so I marinate myself in NyQuil. You marinate yourself in NyQuil? What are you trying to, like... You baste yourself in NyQuil? NyQuil?
The sun feels
marinate.
Nice. That's why I marinate.
Broken Dryer, thanks to your 6. And Milan, thanks to your 3. I can... Okay, so right now with this short chat, just to like change topics a little bit. The short that I'm working on right now is called The Server of Weird Superpowers. So everybody in this server has a weird superpower. One of the ones that I stole from Heavenly, who I saw in chat that was here. Imagine somebody gets 10% faster every time they chug a bottle of ketchup. And it stacks. Just to pull that up, so you can see who I'm talking about. Well, the mocap data that I attached is to a Shadow Company guy. So we gotta make him a little bit bigger, and we gotta throw some... So this is the guy that gets 10% faster every time he chugs a bottle of ketchup, but then his issue is that he passes out after the 4th bottle. So I'll show you here. We got this guy. Did I do it right? Okay, I might have done it wrong. So what I can do is, I can just show you how I'll do this shit here. So not infinite, but okay, it technically still is infinite stacks. It's still infinite stacks, but it's just, okay, so where Ranger. Okay, so this is a whole bunch of dumb nerd shit you don't need to understand. It's just, so this is a model from Source. This is this guy right here, this Modern Warfare 2 character. This is him, his model in Blender. You can just bring in mocap data of basically anything, and then you can attach that mocap data to him, but you can't do it in Source itself. You have to use Blender. So I'm basically saying, hey, get this mocap data. You see this mocap data of me doing something. which is going to be me chugging ketchup. I'm saying attach it to this guy. And I already have the bones. You have to, like, kind of coordinate the bones and stuff like that, which can be kind of annoying. It's just a whole bunch of dumb nerd shit, but you'll see in a second that I can eventually attach it to him, which is pretty cool. Tried modeling in Source once, lost my kids in the process. If there is anything that I can do in this stream, I just want to show you. See, okay, now the model is, now he's got all that data. So I just attach that data to that model, and then I can go like this, and then I hit export, and the runner ketchup chug is what we're exporting. So then now, that data is assigned to this guy, who should be a little bit bigger. We'll make him a little bit bigger. And then look. And then we'll import what we just exported. Bang, bang. There. Now look. See, now that data is right on him. I'm going to need to put a bottle of ketchup in his hands so that it'll make sense when I chug it. But that's like the base that you're starting with.
Yes, managed democracy is the meme, in case the others haven't told you already. The charm of Helldiver is the Starship Troopers inspired humor. A parody of military...
Okay, parody of military propaganda, greater threat. It sounds great. It sounds really, really great if you ask me. Helldivers. What the fuck is that TTS? Alright, so the TTS is Chinese because the joke is that Heavenly... I was telling the stream yesterday. On my phone, one time I said, okay, Google, and then I said, like, and it now, my phone thinks that I'm Chinese anytime I say, okay, Google, so I found it funny to just make all of my settings all over Chinese. Linda likes to make the joke, my wife's name is Linda, she's from China. She likes to make the joke that when China takes over, that I'm going to need to know Mandarin, and so this is just like a fun little joke that I'm slowly learning Mandarin, which I'm not. What's so funny, chat? If you ever donate, I think it's, yeah, so it's 10,000 bits or $10 is, well, $3 minimum for donations or bits, but then at $10 or 1,000 bits, you'll activate the TTS. But she has a real problem with numbers, so she will say everything perfectly fine, but then when she gets to numbers, it just fucked. No, my phone's AI is not a Chinese accent, but it pops up Chinese characters for, like, go ahead and say something. All of the AI and like all of the text is all in Chinese. I thought my wife's name was Pikachu. Yo, that's the same woman, by the way. She does kind of look like Pikachu. She's just really cute and really small. She's 5'2" and I'm 6'4". Wife reveal on stream? Nah, she doesn't want to be revealed. Doesn't want to be here. How did I meet my wife? I met my wife on Tinder. The mic that I have is the Shure PG42. I started using it because Markiplier was using it, and then it turned out to just be an absolutely based mic. Yo ass ain't 6'4". I am absolutely 6'4". You can ask anybody that's seen me in real life. Yo, dog. In fact, anybody that, most people that see me in real life that only know me on the internet, they are like, oh wow, I forgot you are that tall, Heavenly included. No. Intro. I was in San Francisco. She also lived in San Francisco. I was not Tindering her in China. No. She was born in China. She moved to Canada when she was young. We met in San Francisco together. I didn't Tinder her ass across the Pacific Ocean in China. No. She left China when she was like 5 years old. Pen pal dating, dog. No. Oh no.
81765875911791179119951996519651961985199651965196
How viewers get their revenge. That's great. Thank you. Wolfs and Warvin and Tyler Studios and Warvin again. Thank you. Oh, chat. Ooh, ew. Did y'all MFs see the damn Hibana? This shit has got to be real. Dog. Alright, this is not me being horny on main, but, like, is Ubisoft gonna make $1 trillion off of this? This does not look fake. This shit looks real. This shit looks real. I'm not being horny on main, but I'm saying, like, the match between those two... I shouldn't do that. The match between those two characters... It doesn't look fake. It does not look fake. That looks legit. All of the little, like, imperfections and things that Ubisoft usually fucks up are there. And if this is a fake, this is an extremely good fake. But I think it's real. Mommy, let me have. Alright, I don't know why I thought I could show this without it being horny on chat, but whatever. Too bad they can't fix the servers. Do you need to fix the servers, though, if people like me just log in, buy skins, and log out? Do you need to? Stop calling the 3D pixels mommy. Exactly. But I was like, damn. Of any of the integrations that work really well, that are not just, let me shove my IP into this video game, oh man, Tifa is at the top of that list. I don't know why there's not more of this in Fortnite. Like, I think Tifa in Fortnite would just break the internet. Oh boy, I'll just shove my IP into that video game. I mean... Yesterday, fuck Ubisoft. Today, fuck Ubisoft suggestively. Alright, Entro. Thank you for your 1,000 bits.
CH Goku and the Chinese badger.
Thanks, Lady Ironborn. Thank you. Oh, by the way, if you want to know, like, how I make shorts, like how I do it in a video editor, and why it's so much more fun to do it in a video editor instead of real life. So I usually just add an overlay. You can just add little overlays, and they can basically just, like, put shit on top of the video that you are watching. So I have to look for it, but it's called phone bars. So then now I can just, like, you can make it like a vertical video, and it's so much easier as opposed to doing it any other way. Pretty neat. Yo, a random lobster subscribed? Thanks, a lobster. Thank you. Okay, chat, we can go back to stimming. I'll just keep looping this shit. Oh, and by the way, the options that I got right now, I feel like Gmod is a good choice. Like Gmod Construct, which is this map. I think you guys know this map. All of you should know Gmod Construct. And what's even better about this map is they have the cursed mirror. They have the, where's that guy? Even though I'm not good at navigating it. But you know the cursed mirror? And it even works. It even works. So, like, let's say I copy the man behind the slaughter over here. He is over there. Check it out, man. The fucking mirror works. Check. Kinda cursed, but it works somehow. I mean, the mirror's a little fucky, but it's source good. Hold on, I gotta add a light. This would probably be better. Oh, well. I can. Fuck it, I'll move the camera over there. Where's that guy? Okay. Light him up a little bit. I don't know anything about any of this lore, chat. Like, I am so far removed from any of this fucking lore.
I need to make swing.
Yeah, the shadows or something is clearly goofed there, but it's kinda good, so that's fine. Yo, 5,000 bits. Anita Max Win. Oh, you finally, somebody in chat knows who she is. I just picked a random female character off the workshop. And intro, thanks for another 1,000 bits. If I missed you. Vicious Beast, thanks again for 5,000 bits. And Wild Chappy, thanks for 41 months. Thank you. Thank you. Funk's Nut, sorry if I forgot you. I'm pretty sure I got you, but thanks again for your 10 gifted. But just so you can see what I mean, there's no not safe for work stuff on the workshop, but like, just so you can understand how based Source is, for example, here's the Shredder from Fortnite, okay? I don't have Shredder in here right now. There's no Shredder. But all you need to do, just so you can see my hand, I'm like a magician doing a magic trick. Okay, I ran out of texture space, so I got to restart the program now. Which is very common. Basically, Source Filmmaker is a 32-bit program, so you are limited to 4 gigabytes of RAM storage, which is like nothing if you are actually a real-ass animator. But I love it just because it's so simple and it's so much fun to work with, even though it's kind of cursed and like kind of stupid and simple and kind of like obtuse in a lot of ways. I just really love it just because everything can be so fast. So you got all these characters. And then, here, I'll do it so it's looping again. Okay, yes, chat, I opened a Source game. Of course my mic is boosted. Thank you for letting me know. I will fix it for you. Thank you. All right, so I opened a Source game. Whoops. But now that that's solved, now that that is resolved, okay, where are we? 30. Let's do 30 seconds. Does it loop? No. Okay, loop. Okay, so look. Yes, it went full. Thanks, EuroMD, for your 47 months. But one of the great parts is you can just add any model on the workshop to your scene really, really, really easily. So we don't have Shredder. We can just go to the workshop. This is one of the modelers that I follow that does a lot of really good ones. And then we can just pop in Shredder. That Shredder looks a little cursed. This one looks better. Okay. What's the name of the model? I think it's called Shredder. Shredder. And then boom, it's right there. So you do have to rescan, like kind of like rescan your models, but Shredder should be right here. Pretty great. I got you into War Thunder and you spent €400 just to hate it after 1,000 hours. Well, that's 1,000 hours, though, Apollo. That's one... See, he's right here. Boom. There he is. And then if I wanted, I could export him in a T-pose and then mocap him and all that type of thing. It's really, really great. So if there is anything that I can convince you of that I think so many people get wrong about animation software and SFM specifically, is that it is just so... It's so much easier than you think it is in so many... It's definitely harder in some ways that you're not anticipating, but like... Animating is so incredibly simple once the gatekeepers go away that act like it's super hard. So like here's a really good example. Okay, he's in this A pose here. Let's say we just want to move him to T pose. So I can just select a period in time, like let's say from 1 second to 2 seconds. I want him in T pose. And then I want him to go back to where he is right now. We can just do it like this. Drag it out like this. And then we'll just move him to where I want him to be. And what's going to happen is, in this little section of time, he's going to be in this new place that I will put him. And then he will transition from where he was on either side in a linear way. Look. We'll just move him around a bunch and you'll see what I mean. Like, I just feel like animation is so much easier than people think. Like, look. Boom. He moves to there, and then he moves right back to where he was. And then let's say, oh, he's doing that too slowly. I can grab the entire span of time that he does that, and I can cut it in half. And now he's doing it real fast. He's doing it much faster. Whoops, I didn't grab the entire sequence. I needed to grab his whole body. Whoops. Okay, we'll do it again. Okay, we'll make him go real fast. Bang. That's motion. That's editing. That's animation. It's not that hard. Pretty simple. And then there's another way that you can do it. You can do it with a graph editor. So that's basically, it's more like what you would see in traditional video animation of like, hey, right here, I want this thing to be here, right here. And then in 1 second, well, we can actually clear out the entire animation too. We can just start over, just playhead it. So like you can do it in the graph editor, which is more like, hey, from right here to right here, I want him to go like this, and then rotate a little bit, and then boom, he'll go like that. Pretty simple. And then let's say we want his head to twist around or to just move in a certain way. We can say in the 1 second, I want him to go like that, and it'll do that too. And then let's say you don't want all of that animation to occur in a linear way. You want to spline it so it works in like a kind of, or we'll go like this. We'll go back down in a certain way like this. And then we'll turn his head back. So like you can say, hey, if I want this to occur in like the most linear computer-based way, you can make it full linear. So you can see how it goes exactly, like just like a computer would, just like a straight ass line. But then you could just go, hey, let's say instead of that, I want it to kind of wiggle around a little bit and be a little smoother. This is called a spline. A spline just smooths things out so it's not so blocky and sort of direct. And see how it's like, oh, we're wiggling around a little bit now. Ooh, it's a little bit more human-like because humans don't move like robots. And it's so much fun once you can kind of get a lot of the basics down. I'm just trying to convince you that animation is not that hard. It's not that hard. I mean, getting animations that are really, really good or really detailed are pretty hard, but I think there's so much stuff that I think people don't even approach because they think it's way too hard. It's not that hard. Yeah, there's a lot of gatekeeping in a lot of these fine arts, definitely. A lot of just people that want you to think that they are super skilled. Whereas I have no doubt that any random Zoomer out there, just because Zoomers are so computer native, could pick up Source Filmmaker, and even if I showed them like a few of my core basic tasks that I like to do, or that I do regularly, they might be able to be better than me in like 500 hours, even though I have like 6,000 in Source Filmmaker. Just because Zoomers are on like a different level. Zoomers are on a different level of understanding stuff. Like, you know the saying, blankety blanked walked so blank could run? That is very much Zoomers. Hi, beepers. Dog, my laptop can't even handle SMM without crashing. You can get a better laptop. Hopefully. But that is one thing that I'm thinking about a lot, chat, that is just like occupying... Thanks, beepers. Hope you're doing awesome sauce, too. On YouTube, like, especially, I think a lot of you notice it in my latest video, I kind of hate how every YouTube video starts with, here. I can even do it, I'll even do it with the fucking camera for you. So let me add some super ass... Okay, this is going to be, like, very butch and, like, very rough, but here. Okay, like almost every YouTube video that has any kind of like really meaningful views nowadays, I feel like looks the very same with some kind of animation like this.
Yeah, you make it a lot easier to understand. This is coming from a Zoomer.
Okay, so like look, let's say Brady Fazbun is our Mr. Beast. And I'm not necessarily talking shit about Mr. Beast, it's just a lot of people have definitely copied him with this style. So the camera starts like this, and then as soon as the video opens, it's some shit like this. It's like, okay, maybe it might be like a 6 frame. Let's go like 6 frames, and it's you can hear it in my voice. I just took over Gmod Construct, and it goes like this. Like, you know what I mean? I just took over Gmod and then there's like, here, let's just add like 8 explosions in the background so that you can see what I'm talking about. Like, we'll do some, I don't know, HE bounces off walls type explosions, and you can see what I'm saying of like every video that I see on the internet just seems to start like this. That is at least from somebody that's trying to get views in a certain way. So we'll do like a few other ones here. We'll do that at different times. We'll do that at like 3, and we'll do that at like 9. Okay, so like, I ate at every Denny's in the United States of America. Like that type of thing where it's just so overwhelming with stimuli. And it's like an assault on the senses. And I think I was watching a MatPat video where he explains that he thinks that it's much more of almost like 5 or 6 TikToks sewn together in a certain way as opposed to a video that is designed to tell a story over a certain amount of time. Like, it's much more based around attention span, retention, all that type of thing. And I just feel like in my latest video especially, I was like, I want to get away from that so much just because it is so exhausting to watch. And I shouldn't even be defending this because a lot of my videos, especially last year, were like that. Of when I rewatch them now, it's like, man, I was just doing so much in every scene. I could have slowed it down or simplified it in a certain way, and I think it would have been better. But I think I had to go to that extreme of just like the ADHD 100 trillion% brain rot, overstimuli, Adderall path to know that that is actually not as good as the way that you could be doing it. Just a very long spiel. No, Judgment Nola, thanks for 55 months. You're on an Air Force deployment in Saudi Arabia. Hey, you don't even have to sub, dog. Just you watching is enough. Thanks, Judgment OLED. Thanks for serving our country, too. Thank you. People forget that without our military, we're just fucked. We're just gone. China would come over in 2 seconds and G-check the entirety of the United States. I mean, the U.S. would G-check back. I'm sure a lot of U.S. citizens are very, very well armed. But, no, I'm very, very thankful for our military. Very thankful. Bring back Lord of the Rings storytelling style. 4,000 million guns. Exactly, Jackal, yes. But I think that's one of the beauties of YouTube chat is, and I'm not trying to get too meta with this, but, or almost anything creative, is when, here, just for the sake of, we'll just stem by looping this. What is it, like 2 seconds? 3 seconds? But, that's the great part about YouTube is that you can try and see how this thing goes, and you can see what you did like and didn't like, and then you can change it the next time. And it's really, really great. That's how you can improve. Actually meta. Damn, I really need to change my fucking name. I could add... Okay, so I think I was gonna add Optimus Prime to a mocap, but I think he's kind of fucky to work with. So I know, sorry, Hippopotamus Prime. Optim. I got my Aiden Ross moment. No, I think I tried, but he kind of looks goofy with lighting. I would just have to do a little bit more work with lighting, but I could. It's X-Man. Thanks for your 5 gifted subs, by the way. Thank you. Silver Runner, thanks for another 300. Have you ever thought about Blender or Unreal? So, I have done Blender and Unreal, and they both are good, but I just hate spending so much time with compatibility and getting stuff to work. So, anytime you need 2 programs to talk to each other, chat, it can be done, and there are integrations that work, but it usually just wastes so much time, and I'm in such a fucking blaze of a rush to get a video even somewhat done, because remember that I'm just one person. Source is just so good for making things fast. And it being a kind of simple, rudimentary program is actually really good, because then I don't try to get too fancy with all of like the graphics and the bells and whistles that I could. I just keep it simple, and I think it works really well for me. No way I joined an hour-long stream with 10 minutes left. I mean, 10 minutes is 10 minutes, dog. The favorite video I've ever made. Well, I can tell you the videos that stick out in my brain massively are... Oh, man. The T-Pain Lil Yachty Showdown is probably the most unique one that I've ever done in real life. The Fallout New Vegas video is a huge one because it's the first time I ever just said, fuck it, I'm going to spend a month on a video and see what I can come up with. The Earth Defense Force 4.1 video is the first time I ever spent like 3 months on a video. That's one that definitely sticks out of my brain. Man, the Left 4 Dead 2, Goblin Mode, Brain Rot. I'm trying to think of like the ones that were just so big. The Marvel one is really, really big. But I'm trying to like keep it in my mind.
1337 1337 1337 1337 1337
Thank you, Warvin, for your 1,000 bits. Thank you. My Chinese woman, that's my text-to-speech, is not very good with numbers in English. English numbers sounds weird because numbers are numbers, but the way that she says numbers in Chinese. But what's so strange is that oftentimes the videos that stick out are the videos that surprise me. So the reason that Left 4 Dead 2 sticks out for me is because I didn't think that video was that good. I was like, okay, I did spend a lot of time on it, but I felt like, especially a lot of the animations, it's like I could have added more detail, I could have done this better, but I think it's because it was so fucked in so many ways that it actually made it better in a weird way. But I think it was just so absurd that it worked well, and Left 4 Dead 2 being in Source just made it even better. What Left 4 Dead 2 maps do I have here? Oh yeah, Chad, I was going to say the other map that I was thinking about for this skit here is Vertigo. The artist is always their own worst critic. That's true, Skiggs. That's true. It's going to crash. Okay, well, typical SFM, but we'll open it back up. Don't worry about it. Dust 2. Dust 2 has some visual errors, though, Orphan. Like, for some reason, there is, like, this ball of light or something like... Okay, if my mic is blown out, don't worry about it. I don't think it's blowing out. It shouldn't blow out, all right? I'm keeping an eye on this. I don't know why it'll blow out sometimes, but not others. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. How does it, like, blow out sometimes? Okay, it blew out. It blew out. Give me a second. It's like once it initializes the engine. Okay. It's not blowing out anymore. Damn. This itself is a frame. Oh, by the way, here's a fun one. If you want to talk about how to increase your render quality, like basically how render quality works with works in video games or in animation software, you can see how many cycles that something can go through. Basically, the more time that the computer has to analyze what this image looks like, the better the quality that it can be. So if you see, like, in the background especially, a lot of these are, like, really wavy or, like, it looks a little fucked. You can just increase the number of samples, and then you can see the quality just gets super based, super great at the end, but it just takes more time to render that. But what the map I was gonna show you is Vertigo. And this is another thing. That's like why my videos started taking 3 months, is mainly because I wanted to start doing everything. I thought the idea of me controlling every bit of the creative process, as far as like, oh, I don't need to just use a Counter-Strike map. I will build the fucking map in Hammer. And that's just too much creep. It's just too much creep. It's like, eventually I didn't design Windows, though. And it's like, oh, but I didn't solder my own computer. Did I really make the video? You know what I mean? Where things just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And eventually I will just You can't make an original video without creating the universe, basically. Okay, Vertigo. This MF on slow mode. Gotta go. All right, bye, Thwomp Sauce. Bye. Sometimes if you disable all of your bells and whistles, the game will not crash when it moves onto a new map. Okay, Vertigo is such a fucky map, but it's a really pretty map. Okay, where am I? There we go. This is Vertigo from CSGO. It's a really pretty map. I love this map. I don't know, source ambience I just love. Like, especially the kind of bluish lighting, I just fucking love source ambience. I think everybody gets so creeped out, like what is it, liminal spaces? Or like when you feel as if you are being watched even though you are alone. I have never felt that in source. And Bing thinks it's because I'm the guy that's watching you. But yeah, in source, it's pretty funny how I just love the source aesthetic of especially blue kind of cold lights. I'm just a huge fan. Huge fan. The lighting is a little fucked. If I reloaded the map, it, like, shadows and some stuff would figure it out, but... Absolutely will do a Modern Warfare 3 video. All I do in Modern Warfare 3 is log in, buy skins, and log out. Just for making for the ultimate video once it eventually comes. Which I'm very, very excited about. I got Nicki Minaj, I got Kevin Durant, I got Homelander, I got A-Train, I got everybody. I'm pretty sure I have Spawn, I have like this weird Crusader, I have like I don't have every skin in that game, but I got all the good ones. And I also got have you guys seen the Call of Duty Endowment slap? Let me see if I can find a video of that. Just before we end here. Gosh. I feel like if a therapist ever saw this, they'd probably think that I was going insane, but no, it's all good. I'm perfectly fine. What is this edit for? Alright, so this is for a short that I'm working on called The Server of Weird Superpowers, if you just got here. This is not Freddy Fazbear. This is Breddy Fazbun, which is a model on the Source Filmmaker
Hey,
Workshop.
Thank you so much for all the funny content you make. You always make me laugh and I really need it right now since it's mine as and the anniversary of passing away, so
Thanks, Jeffrey Gamer. I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I can't imagine when my dad dies. I'm going to be a mess. I'm going to be such a mess. Just going to need to, like, crawl into a hole for 2 months. Thanks for downloading World of Warships, Spectra Ocean. Thank you. Taku Gamer, thanks for your 300 bits, by the way. The Elkun, thanks for your 2 gifted subs. Mark in the Barkin, thanks for 2 more months. Yeah, hopefully it is informative. Isaac for your 5 months, thank you. When I make a video, what kind of music helps me work? All right, I will listen to Nightcore. Nightcore is extremely good. As embarrassing as that is, Nightcore is god tier animation music, if you ask me. Animation or just work music in general. There's these guys that do mashups that are called Two Friends. All of their mixes are called Big Booty mixes. So like Big Booty 11 through 23 are pretty good. Or really good, actually. I really love those. Girl Talk is another guy that does mashups. Really good. Sometimes I will just listen to this album by Linkin Park that's called... I'm kind of interested to see if chat can guess it. Okay, it's called Hybrid Theory. Sometimes I think all musicians should just hang it up and give up because Hybrid Theory exists. It is like the perfect album. Like, I start Paper Cut and then... It's just, every song is incredible. It's just, why make an album when Hybrid Theory is already the best that albums can become? Why even? Thoughts on the best video editor for making funny moments videos? I'm on payroll for my cousin's channel, and I'm tired of using DaVinci. I like Sony Vegas just because you can move so incredibly fast. So when it comes to, like, let's say I just wanted some kind of, like, if I wanted to give life to my text here, I'm not really doing that much. And then there's a way to get really good with it, but yeah, you just say, hey, I want you to start here. I want you to go 3 frames like this, and then I want you to go back 3 frames. Just like the ability to make something, give something life is really easy in Sony Vegas. I feel like Sony Vegas is the very best. Just because, again, it's not the best animation software. You can just move so fast. You can move so incredibly fast. And that's the same thing with Source, is I just love it because you can go so fucking fast. It's not the best. It's not the fanciest. It does not have all the bells and whistles. A lot of this shit is super fucking stupid, but you can just go so fast. And it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good. Like, nobody is popping into your short or your YouTube channel to say, hey, this woman isn't rendered in Eevee and Blender, so, yeah, I didn't watch this video. It's like, no. If anything, shitty is kind of better, because then it relieves you from taking the video so seriously, basically. Okay, so this is the last question that I will answer, and then just before I go here, in my opinion, if you are trying to make if you're trying to make a video out of a stream or out of something that you're recording, Shadowplay is your best friend. So, like, let's say we're playing a game, Heavenly says some funny shit, I am hitting F9 on my keyboard. So what that's doing is it's taking that last 4 minutes that just happened, going back in time, because it's recording in the background, the last 4 minutes that just happened, boom, that's a video clip that I can put into an editor. It records 2 separate audio tracks. One is Discord and everything that happens in Windows, so your game, Discord, all that type of thing. The second audio track is my mic. You can control both of them. And then at the end of the stream, you didn't record all the dumb shit that wasn't funny. You only have those 4-minute clips. And it is just such a time saver. Because at the end, you have a bunch of 4-minute clips that you know there's funny shit in that little time span. And it's so much faster to record and to make videos out of. Going after the whole stream, that sucks. That sucks. That's way too much time. It's called Shadowplay. I believe OBS has a similar feature that I think it's called... what's it called? It's like... background record, something like that. Replay buffer. That is the one. Replay buffer. Personally, I don't like having OBS do 2 things at once, because that's just... I think Shadowplay works so well because there's like no performance hit, but yeah, I'm just a huge fan of Shadowplay. But that's it, chat. That's my hour. So I gotta get going. I gotta try to kind of stick to it being an hour. If you really wanted, like if you guys really wanted, I don't know, just like my videos, chat, I kind of make them for myself, even though I know you guys love the shit out of them and I am so thankful. I kind of do it because I love it. So if you guys ever wanted to see a mocap stream, I could show you a mocap stream. I think I would have the suit on and calibrated, and then like, hey, if you really wanted to see what it's like to mocap a scene from scratch to see how much time it would take, I could show you. I might do something like somebody like Lord Have Mercy, or somebody that is just like somebody that has given me an absurd amount of subs, or somebody special. I would just be able to ask them for a prompt, like me blowing somebody's head off with a shotgun, somebody getting ragdolled, something like that. I could just do it that way, and then I could show you from start to finish. There's Sorensen with like, damn, he's donated like 111,000 bits. Damn, Lord Have Mercy, 65,000 bits. So I could show you how it could work from start to finish. And I think what it would be really good for is I would be able to show you that there is a huge misconception that the mocap suit does all the work for you. And I think mocap is super easy, but doing something with the mocap is actually much harder. So it's almost like the thing that people think is hard about mocap is easy, and the part that they think is easy is hard. But just being able to dispel that and show you exactly how it works from start to finish, I think would be pretty fun. And I can't mocap a ragdoll chill glass because that's not me. I mean, theoretically, I could calibrate my suit and then keep it on and then just drop it, and then like all those sensors would fall apart. But I would rather just use source physics. Source physics are a whole lot better. Thanks, Warvin. Any context as to why Purple Guy's here? All right, he's in my little short that I'm just calling the server Weird Superpowers. But this is my hour. I'm not trying to run too far over. I'll raid somebody. I'll send you guys somewhere. Run full speed into a wall. I could show you how I would do it. Oh yeah, you guys can see my screen. You guys can see who I follow. Who should I raid here? I ain't got any small streamers. Where are my small streamers at? Tyler 1. Yeah, I do follow Tyler 1. No, let's raid Shy Lily. Shy Lily's been kicking my ass in gamer sub sales, so yeah, let's just capitulate, and I'll send you guys over to Shy Lily. She probably won't even notice because I'm such a small streamer, but yeah, let's go over to Shy Lily. Okay, thanks again. I should be back tomorrow, chat, just so you can see where I am with the progress and everything else. I'll talk to you guys for another hour tomorrow. Hit raid at the top of the chat, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for everything. Okay, bye. Bye. See you tomorrow.